I wouldn't say that actually anything went wrong in this case. I think in looking at this, I'd like to redefine it by saying we received a 911 telephone call from an individual inside the hospital who truly believed that there was an emergent situation taking place.
It is all quiet tonight at Wright-Patt Air Force Base, as you see in this live picture, after a 911 call triggers an active shooter scare there earlier today. A very different scene now compared to what you see from here this afternoon as Wright-Patt Air Force Base went on full lockdown as officials desperately tried to sort out exactly what was happening on base. First here tonight at 10, the very tense moments earlier today at Wright-Patt.
A reported active shooter situation turns out to be a false alarm. The call came from the medical center on the base just off 444 north of the Nutter Center and north of 675. Base officials confirm the call came in around 1240.
Now, prior to that call, the base was conducting a planned active shooter training exercise elsewhere on base, but the caller reported an active shooter situation at the base hospital, prompting a massive police response from agencies all across Southwest Ohio. The entire base was placed on lockdown, and while attempting to breach a locked door, thinking a gunman might be inside, shots were fired to try to get through. The base was given the all clear just before 3 p.m.
And 2 News is bringing you team coverage tonight. We begin with 2 News reporter Kristen Eskow. She is asking questions about what happened.
And Brooke and Mark, officials with Wright-Patt say an active shooter training scenario was happening in another location when someone called 911 believing there was a real-life emergency inside the hospital here at the base. But as it turns out, numerous first responders arrived only to find no real-life emergency.
I really want to start off by saying that everyone is safe. There was no real-world active shooter event that took place at Wright-Patt Air Force Base.
Colonel Tom Sherman taking questions from reporters after an active shooter training scenario in one place transitioned to a real-life emergency response at another. But as it turns out, there was no real-life emergency.
An unknown individual calling 911 believing that there was a real-world incident occurring within the base hospital. As a result, security forces immediately responded to the scene and began a systematic sweep and clear of the entire hospital facility.
Colonel Sherman says that 911 call came in around 12:40 Thursday afternoon. About 2 hours later, Wright-Patt officials released new information, saying there was no active shooter. But Sherman says officials had to evacuate and sweep the entire 99,000 square foot hospital before giving the all clear.
Before we declare an area completely safe, we want to ensure that the facility and all of the people within the facility are safe.
Sherman says Wright-Patt officials released schedules to everyone at the base regarding training exercises, in addition to other notifications.
It is very, very clear that it is an exercise taking place. Therefore, when that 911 call was received and it was given that this was believed to be a true threat, then our focus began to deal with mitigating that threat.
People we spoke with who live near the base say they're confused as to how this could have happened, but praised the first responders for their quick action.
This is a lot of wasted manpower and hours for people, you know, police and stuff, but they was there quick, so that's a good thing for them.
And officials say during the sweep of the hospital, a security forces member fired a gunshot to open a locked door. Now an investigation is ongoing. The colonel says it's too early to determine if anyone will face any consequences regarding this incident. For now, we're live at Wright-Patt Air Force Base. Kristen Eskow, 2 News, working for you.